What is going on, guys? It is Cameron here, and today we got a fun one because we're gonna be dissecting heavy versus lightweight mice. Some of the cons and pros to each of them, because when it comes down to it, peripherals are just going to be your personal preference. Today we're going to be comparing a heavy mouse, a Logitech G502. This one isn't wireless, but it is still about 130 grams. I think it's 120, but if you put in all the weights, it goes up to about 139 grams. We're going to compare the Logitech G502 with the Modelo like Deluxe Honeycomb gaming mouse. This one is just like the Modelo, 67 grams. The only difference with this version of the Honeycomb mouse that I have is that this one actually has 2 DPI buttons, and it just looks a little bit different, but it still has like all the honeycomb styling. It has RGB coloring. It's just basically a knockoff because mine is a lot cheaper. So the first thing I want to go ahead and mention here is typically with these larger, heavier mice, you're gonna get more features. You're gonna get more buttons, maybe some extra side buttons. You're gonna get maybe like DPI changes. You're gonna be able to change scroll wheel from being slow to fast. So you can do like certain stuff that maybe you can't do with a lightweight mouse because they're a little bit more basic. They gotta cut weight for these. So that's one of the bigger things I want to bring up right away. Now I'm gonna go into precision and kind of the difference that you can expect when using a heavy mouse versus a light mouse, because the precision is different. So one of the key details here between choosing a lightweight mouse and a heavyweight mouse is going to be, do you want to be as precise as possible? Because I think the lightweight mouse enables you to be a little bit more precise because it's closer to resembling like a pencil. You know, it's small, it's got a low profile. You can move it around with less inertia. The moment you move this mouse from side to side, it has inertia whether you realize it or not. When you're stopping a heavier mouse and then moving it side by side, it takes a little bit more time and a little bit more effort. It's like pushing a rock left and then right compared to a pebble left and right. So yes, I mean we're looking at like two vastly different sizes. We got a 67 gram mouse and a 130 gram mouse. So it is very noticeable when you're in a game. So what I like to tell people is that a lightweight mouse is going to be better if you're doing FPS shooters. If you're going to be like playing Fortnite, for example, where you want to be able to kind of flick left and right and be able to kind of stop on a dime, it's going to be a little easier with a lightweight mouse. But on the contrary, with a heavier mouse, you're going to get more button mapping with it, that you can do more with a mouse like this that has 11 buttons compared to one like this that has 7. So I mean that's something you got to also consider. But I've been using a lightweight mouse for about 3 weeks now, and I do recommend this one more than the heavyweight mouse, this Logitech G502, which was my main mouse for about 6 or 7 months now. So just for FPS shooters, if you're playing like WoW or like, you know, some other game that's a little slower pace, like an RPG, you might have more benefit with using a heavy mouse compared to a lighter mouse. So also one of the other details with this is when you have a heavier mouse, it's easier to use if you have less surface area. You can just raise your DPI, make your sensitivity a lot higher, because it's easier to use a heavier mouse for small precision, small changes, compared to a lightweight mouse where you should have more surface area. You should have a lower sensitivity because it's easier to move the mouse. So although one of the trade-offs are it's easier to move a lightweight mouse than a heavy mouse, the heavier mouse for micro precision, like moving it a little bit, I find to be best. So it's actually good for smaller movements on like a lower sensitivity compared to the lightweight mouse. But that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to show you guys some gameplay here. I'm going to play on both mouse and kind of just share what the difference looks like while I game. So we'll take a look at that now. Oh, I suck at these.
Because it is only through enlightenment.
Yep. Look how precise the lightweight mouse stops compared to a heavy mouse. That's 180. It's not as like staccato, it's not like as static. It's pretty close, but you'll notice this one has like a little bit of wobble. Oh, these faster movements are so hard on this one. Oh, but the accuracy. Oh my god, I never practiced this on this mouse before. How am I missing all those? Like, I can't even do it. Okay, I'm still good at these. Even on the heavy mouse, doesn't matter. Oh yeah. Well guys, I hope you found it somewhat helpful. A lot of you guys like to know what peripherals I think are best. It just feels like the Fortnite light mice is like lightweight mice are just, they just feel so clean, like, you know, compared to those heavier mice. But that's just my personal opinion. I've only ever used heavy mice, so I was shocked a month ago when I switched to a lightweight mouse. I would say it's definitely worth a shot. They're a whole lot of fun, and they just feel light. They feel like a little pencil, like I was mentioning, like the precision with them. So my personal favorite is definitely the lightweight mouse, but I have used both, so I'm not biased either. I just suck at Fortnite in general. Bye-bye.